1, 2, 1, 2, 3, sí.
I saw her dancing there by the record machine. I knew she must have been about 17. The beat was going strong, playing my favorite song.
Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Not Ed's Boat. Well, what's happened is the family thought I was working too hard and I needed a break, and they have jetted me all the way over to Mexico, and I'm in a place called Xcaret. What do you mean it's not called Xcaret? Are you sure? I'm in a place called Xcaret, apparently, and it's a nice holiday resort, but it's a holiday resort with a difference. Well, what's that got to do with canals, you ask yourself? All will become clear. First, let's just explain a little bit about the resort I'm in. Well, that is an ancient Mayan monument stroke temple thing. Not really sure, there's no information on it, but I'm led to believe it's from the post-classic period, which is late medieval. But on to the rest of the park, and then I'll explain what this video is about. The resort is no different from any other resort. There are swimming pools, restaurants, leisure facilities and activities, all that sort of thing. But this resort has one major difference. If you look that side of the path and that side of the path, that's jungle, and the resort was carved into the jungle. And this allows the wildlife to wander through freely, and you get to see things that otherwise you may not see. There also are eco paths where you can go into the wilds of the jungle a bit more and get to see the smaller, more dangerous things that might nip at your feet, things like ants and snakes and boat tubers. But what sort of wildlife are we looking at? Well, I put together a small collection for you to look at. There are deer. And monkeys. And these things we think are called coati. And lots of these big lizard things. Now, Mexico is not famous for its canals. In fact, I think it's only got two, and that is connected to shipping. But as for inland waterways, people just haven't heard of them. They're just not there, or people don't know about them. So Mexico, yet not famous for its canal network at all, until I stumbled across this. I discovered an ancient Mayan lost canal network that few Westerners who were toilet trained had ever seen? In a word, no. But it was very, very interesting, this waterway, so I thought I would go and investigate. Well, I followed this waterway to its source, which starts here at this little roundabout, and it's where holidaymakers can get on board tall boats, which are just over there, look, and get taken through to the activities park further on. And it's a hell of a way, and the similarities between the canals and this man-made waterway are uncanny. It's very, very similar. Let me show you a bit more. So we have the waterway that comes along here. There are the boats that take holidaymakers through to the activities park, and that goes over an aqueduct. I don't know if you can see that. There's a roadway that goes over the top, then the canal, and then a pathway underneath. Fantastic. Then we have the other side of the aqueduct with the road going over the top. The pathway now comes up and joins it, and to the side here, look, a natural water course that goes down there, which the canal travels over the top of. Other similarities include a towpath. Look at that, look. We've got the edge of the canal there with the wall, and then this towpath there, just like we have on the English canals. As I follow the waterway a bit further, I come to a bridge. Now this bridge is all hairy underneath. Now that's not the same as the bridges in England, but the rest of it, yeah, the rest of it just has the same sort of look. And for those of you who have been to Birmingham and seen the roundabout in the centre of Birmingham, yeah, they've got one on the canal here, right next to a junction. Well, this part of the waterway leads you to a footbridge and then another bridge, and then that ends, and it looks like it's going to be extended at some point in the future, but that's where that branch stops. Let's follow the other one. Well, then the waterway comes into the more built up area, which is actually in the hotel complex, and in England all these fronts here would have been loading docks and stuff like this, but this is all based around the holiday trade, so it's all things like gyms and shops and souvenir places and things like that. But again, uncanny, very, very similar to parts of the English Canal. The age-old problem of low bridges, trying to get your boat under it, not a problem here. Lift bridges, how about that? The waterway continues through the hotel complex and is joined by these smaller punt boats. Actually, they're quite wide for punt boats, so I guess that would make them wide beam, wouldn't it? Another similarity. Ooh. The waterway terminates at this junction here. It actually disappears up there, loops all the way around the jungle and ends just there, where it obviously means you can have a return visit all the way back. It's about, I don't know, over a mile long, maybe not as long as 2 miles, but definitely over a mile long. It's about 3 feet deep all the way through, and there are fish in it as well. And it's remarkably clean considering it's an open waterway. And that's it. Is it the same as an English canal? Is it a canal at all? Well, there are more similarities than differences to a canal, so I am going to class it as a canal. So is this the only canal inland in Mexico? I don't know, but I'm pleased I discovered this one because it's been fun walking around and exploring it. Well, that's it for the holiday episode of Ed's Boat, or not Ed's Boat in this case. We'll get back to work on the boat with some new things happening, I hope. But in the meantime, take care and I'll see you soon.
You home where we can be alone. And next we were moving on, she was with me, yeah me. I will be moving and singing that same old song, yeah with me.